Hello everyone, my name is John and welcome to Maniacs Garage. We have a special treat for you. We have been working on the idea for this video for quite some time and it's finally here. This video is a continuation of the video called Body Swapping the Ford on the BMW in under 10 minutes. There was a whole lot more done to this car, and in this video we will recap all of the rest of the mods before we finally got it to the SEMA Show in Vegas. However, before we dive into it, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss any of the weekly videos we upload. Alright, let's start with the quick recap. We picked up the 49 Ford for just $1,000. It was completely gutted and someone started a roof chop on it, but then left it sitting in a garage in Phoenix for about 20 years. We picked it up, hauled it home, and immediately went to work on finding a suitable donor car, since our idea was always to body swap it onto a modern drivetrain. We considered other options, but we set out to focus on a BMW, specifically a 3 Series, since we knew the dimensions would be close. Right about that time, a friend of ours crashed his 335i that we were able to buy back from his insurance company for just around $2,500. The damage was pretty superficial, with a bent rear control arm and a slightly smashed rear quarter panel. First on the agenda was tackling the body swap. This is when the body of one car is cut away from its original chassis and it's grafted onto a chassis of another car, typically a newer model with more performance and modern features. Needless to say, we achieved both of these goals with the BMW we chose. If you want to see the body swap recap video, we'll have it tagged at the end of this video. Once the Ford body was welded onto the BMW, we decided to start stripping the 70-plus-year-old paint. This is right about the time we connected with Robert, the inventor of the Restorer tool. This tool was amazing. After we chemically stripped the bulk of the paint, the Restorer left an amazing brushed steel look like no other. I know Jim and Tony were grateful for this tool as it made the job so much easier. Next, we got a little excited and jumped to ditching the factory twin turbos on the BMW with the new Garrett Motion single turbo that we planned on mounting up high so it can poke through the hood proudly. We achieved that with the help of one of our guest builders, Cam, who is a genius when it comes to messing with turbos. However, without the Doc Race exhaust manifold, life would have been much harder, so we were extremely thankful for John from Doc Race for lining us up with his killer single top mount setup. We also ran his high flow intake that allowed for additional fueling. For engine management, we contacted Burger Tuning and settled on a JB4 setup. All the tuning was handled by Troy with Fluent Tune and all done remotely from overseas. Next, we turn our attention to the aero kit. This was an important piece of the build, as we always intended for the car to have massive wheels. And with those wheels, we wanted to balance them with a pretty wild aero/splitter kit. Naturally, like pretty much everything else on this build, there were no off-the-shelf parts available for this, so we had to build it from scratch. Luckily for us, we were connected with the father-son duo at Gorilla Splitters, and they generously offered to hand build us this one-off JDM drift-style front spoiler, side skirts, rear diffuser, and a cool rear wing. We then took those pieces to Number 5 LLC to get special gloss black powder paint on them, as well as on the other trim that was once chrome on the old Ford. Oh, hey, what's up, Maniacs? Just making a breakfast burrito. Hey, but while I have you guys here, why don't we go check out our website for some merch? Head over to maniacsgarage.com, where you will find a full line of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. And if you enter Maniacs10 at checkout, you will receive an additional 10% off. Thanks for supporting this channel, and now let's get back to the video. In order to cover the 20x12 front and 20x14 rear forged wheels that were custom made for us by Hostile Wheels and wrapped in super wide Toyo tires, we tried a couple of options, but because we were running out of time to get the car to the SEMA Show, we opted for a set of 5-inch front and 7-inch rear steel fenders that we bought off of eBay. Gotta be honest, it's not what we envisioned originally, but they did look good enough to proceed. Stay tuned to see what we'll come up with in the future. Because of the 4-inch chop, we needed to get custom glass for the front, and to keep in line with the race look, we went with Lexan for the rest of the windows. For the interior, we envisioned merging the old steel together with some modern touches. We built the interior panels mostly out of aluminum and had them covered in black suede with red contrast stitch by Wes at Welfare Custom Interiors. Let's not forget though, that the star of the interior is hands down the red suede custom status racing seats that were finished for us with black contrast diamond stitch. As we were racing toward our deadline, we were able to pick up a U-weld roll cage kit from Auto Power Safety. This kit started out as a BMW specific hoop, and with the tube bending expertise of our very own Ryan, we whooped up the full cage that ties together the entire car from the front strut towers to the rear ones. After shooting the cage in the 3-stage diamante paint, we just had enough time to install the cool billet accessories by Axia Alloys, as well as all the interior back into the car before having to load it on the trailer to get rolling to Las Vegas. time at the SEMA Show 2021, met a lot of great people, and saw a lot of incredible cars. This build ended up taking right around 2 years from start to finish. We started with 5 guys and 1 girl, but in the end, we mostly had 3 to 4 guys on it pretty much every Saturday. Unfortunately, it is impossible to really show all the detail that went into this car, and at the end of the day, it was always meant to look raw and unfinished. We had a great time building it, and I know I'm personally looking forward to driving it and taking it to many car events. Keep an eye out for it and make sure to stop by and tell us you've seen it on YouTube. Who knows, maybe we'll hook you up with the Maniacs Garage sticker. Feel free to check out the more than 80 videos on this build and also see the next project we have in the works. Please share this video with your friends, leave us a thumbs up, and make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bell on so you don't miss any of our weekly videos. Thanks for watching. My name is John, and we'll see you in the next one.